What's up, ladies and gentlemen of the YouTube world? Is JoshMorrell back again with another video, and today I am reviewing with WrestleMania 33. It was a alright show, but a bit emotional. Obviously, the main event we'll talk about later on. But today I'm actually with a guest, and you've obviously known him if you've seen the podcast and you've seen lots of things that I've been in with this person and other things on their channel as well. Hayden Fox, Town Nation, how you doing, man?
I'm not too bad. Obviously emotional after the main event yesterday, but except from that, getting there.
You know, we all are, to be fair, because, you know, this guy, who we will talk about, I won't mention him by that name again, but, you know, that person did change professional wrestling in a way, so I don't doubt you being emotional at all, really. So, but WrestleMania as a whole, I thought was a decent show. There was things in it that were crap, which I'll preface this by saying, skipping the Andre the Giant Memorial Battle Royal, because that's a load of wank. And I'm skipping the women's match, because apparently that was a load of wank. So, you know, that's just my thing. And my phone notifications are going off as well, so I apologise for that. If there's any background noise, I apologise. That's normally Steve's on the podcast, but yeah, here we go. So, the first match on the card on the pre-show was Neville defeating Austin Aries, which was quite surprising for the Cruiserweight title, and it was 15 minutes and 40 seconds. So, go ahead, Hayden.
I've really enjoyed the match. To put on a fantastic matchup, some awesome moments, I will say. Just overall a fantastic match, but was surprised with Neville retaining. I did think Austin Aries would become Cruiserweight champion, but that's what happens when you're on the pre-show, I take it.
I guess, yeah. Not very many title changes. Well, there was 0 title changes that night, so on the pre-show anyway. There was lots of title changes on the main show, but we'll get to that. As I said, I'm skipping the Battle Royal, because fuck that shit. Dean Ambrose defeating Baron Corbin, which was bullshit, for the Intercontinental title, and the time was 10 minutes and 55 seconds. So, I will say this was bullshit, the way this was laid out in general. Not a big fan of the build of Dean Ambrose getting squashed by a forklift. People would almost be near death if that was actually happening to them. And I saw in the clip that it was a little bit off, so, of him actually being on it. So, it just was worthless to me. So, this match is a complete dud for me.
Yeah, the build wasn't too great, although I was looking forward to the match, don't get me wrong, but they didn't live up to it at all.
No, definitely not.
Even the match was not too good, to be honest. I wanted Corbin to win. Massive fan of Corbin.
Definitely, yeah.
I think he's so underrated, but again, they pushed it down to the pre-show, and they don't like title changes on pre-show, so Ambrose retains, and there's no sense whatsoever in it.
I think there's only been a double-digit worth of changes, because I do remember one title change, this is going back a long time, at the Royal Rumble 2014 on the pre-show, where the Outlaws beat, I don't know whoever was the champions back then, but that was bullshit back then as well. But anyway. But let's move straight into the main card, with the first match being a surprising one. Shane McMahon being defeated by AJ Styles in a 20-minute match.
I was very, very surprised with this match kicking off the show. As soon as I said we're kicking it off with SmackDown Live, I thought women's. And then the graphic popped up with Shane versus AJ, and I'm like, what?
Exactly.
For me, match of the night.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, definitely. Actually, I'm going to say second for a match later on, which I think you might agree with either or. I don't know, but that's just my opinion. But yeah, this was the second best match of the night. Shane doing a shooting star press, but missed obviously because AJ's fucking awesome. So there you go. But
that was just an incredible moment. I was like, holy shit, that just happened.
Yeah, if this kind of scares me in a way, the fact that Brock will face Shane at some point. Still. Because shooting star press failed attempt versus shooting star press failed attempt. Well, mind you, Brock almost broke his neck. But Shane didn't. Shane's was more safer, to be honest.
Definitely.
But no, I enjoyed this match. Obviously, my favourite went over. I'm an AJ Styles complete mark. And actually seeing the red and blue gloves, I also marked out because one, that also signals a move to Raw, but you know it kind of senses that the company's undecided on whether to move him to Raw or not. So you know, I kind of hope he does because that means I get to see AJ Styles earlier in the week. But that's just my bias. But I love AJ Styles. I need to get that touchable shirt that they've just brought out.
Yeah, that's my next shirt on the list.
Yeah, I'm definitely going to get that for my birthday, which is in under a week. So that'd be decent. So next match was Kevin Owens defeating Chris Jericho for the US belt in a 16 minute and 20. God, I'm botching this thing, but I'm not editing it because I would like to get this up quickly. 16 minutes and 20 seconds. So decent match. Didn't like the build again because I didn't like the friendship angle to begin with. When it ended, I kind of made me cheer Kevin Owens more, where he should got more heel heat. So yeah, that pulls the collar a little bit.
Yeah, I did like the build for this actually.
Mm-hmm.
But I was more relieved when Owens attacked Jericho in the Festival of Friendship.
Oh yeah.
The match was decent, not fantastic, but not bad. Decent-ish. And the ending result is fantastic.
Of course, yeah, right booking decision. But also, I did like Jericho's entrance, the fact they brought back the countdown. I did like that, because that's obviously because I have known Jericho, I've seen Jericho since probably his debut, so to see that back, it brings back the countdown to the millennium for me, so that was, and the big list of Jericho as well, that was inflatable. I did like that. Actually, quick note on the stage. I thought it looked better at night, to be honest.
Yeah, so did I.
Yeah, because there was like a little screen in the front, and then a bigger, thicker screen in the middle, and then a little, and then a big. The bigger screens you couldn't really see it in the daylight, but when it was like dark, you could see all of it. You know.
Definitely.
And they should have made that roller coaster actually rideable. They should have done.
Yeah.
But you know, cost effective things. You know.
Yeah, but this is the biggest amount been spent on a stage.
Yeah, reportedly $5 million. Yeah.
Yeah.
So they're probably going to skim pat next year, knowing it's a little arena. Actually, let's address the thing that came out on April Fool's Day. The fact that the cruel rumour of WrestleMania 35 coming to London. I don't know if you see it, but it was currently stated to be in the O2 Arena. As people leaked it, and I was like, I brushed it off. I thought, maybe they might go back to a small arena, but then I thought, nah. And then it was confirmed it's fake, so I was kind of right. But yeah, you sick bastards for leaking that, by the way.
Exactly.
Yeah, we're skipping the women's match. Apparently it was shit. 12 minutes 08. Bayley retains. Shouldn't have done, really. I think should have gone to Sasha or Nia Jax. But, you know, that's just. And we had Luke Gallows, Carl Anderson, the tag team match. Cesaro and Sheamus, Enzo Amore and Big Cass for the tag team titles, Raw versions. And then the New Day came out, slightly suggesting that they'd be involved. But then, when the music started to hit and the place started to erupt, it was Matt Hardy, Jeff Hardy, Hardy Boys broken. We don't know yet. We'll just have to wait until Raw. Because there was slightly suggestive videos on YouTube. They would keep the broken gimmick. But on WrestleMania, they cut away every time they did the delete thing. So I'm a bit, but surprisingly also, the Hardys won the belts at 11 minutes and 5 seconds. So
the little kid from inside me got unleashed.
Oh yeah,
it was about 2 o'clock in the UK, 2:15 when this was happening. I was just pacing up and down, running around my living room because I was watching it downstairs. It was amazing. So good to see him back after 8 long years.
Yeah. I will admit the cardinal sin as a wrestling fan in the UK. I fell asleep at about 1:30. So I didn't catch it live, but I went back on it as soon as I woke up. And I looked on Twitter, Hardy Boys was like, what? And I had to jump on the network quickly ASAP to see it, and it was brilliant. I like the way they did it. Obviously, with the story also, I don't know if you've heard of this story, but they went back to the hotel and Jeff had to lie, basically, and say, oh, I'm hurting from the ROH show, I need to go and get some sleep. But in actuality, they were sneaking out to Camping World Stadium. So, yeah. They fooled everyone in that thing, so they were trying to kayfabe it so much, and it actually sort of worked. Obviously, the crowd in there, when it was happening, knew, but when it was, I think they said they were making their way about 9-ish American time, so probably about maybe an hour before their match.
Yeah.
So just about as it was just starting. So Hardy Boys win again. I enjoyed it. I'm glad to see them back in where they belong in the WWE. I think they should have never gone to TNA if Jeff got straight. I think he should have went back after his drugs. Just get clean and go back. But obviously he didn't. He stayed there, and the broken stuff happened.
They're
but
sorry, that now though. Better late than never.
Yeah, true. But how long have they got left? That's the problem. How long is this going to keep up?
And is it a full-time or part-time contract?
Exactly. Because that's what I was going to get onto. Because NXT, Drew McIntyre, Galloway, signed in quotations with NXT. But WWE have said, we'll let him drop the What Culture Pro Wrestling title. So Galloway isn't fully signed. But the Hardys have got an appearance at House of Hardcore that apparently is still happening. So are they signed fully just yet?
Alright.
So they're doing... Well, it's Tommy Dreamer, so I guess they're probably allowing... So yeah, sorry for that cut in editing, guys. The call hung up because Skype is being a bitch. So, you know, again, Hardys win. You know, House of Hardcore, so... We'll see Hardys on Raw. That is confirmed. So definitely, if you're watching this after Raw, obviously go and watch Raw. It'll probably be good. Hopefully, fingers crossed, touch wood.
It will be. After Mania.
Yeah.
Something big will happen that will make it fantastic, as always.
Actually, before we go on to the next match, because I'm kind of not wanting to talk about the next match, but NXT stars on Raw, I can't really see many coming up on Raw.
I can see the revival coming up.
Yeah. I'd rather them on SmackDown because the team's on SmackDown. Because the Hardys should have been really on SmackDown, in my opinion. But obviously, there wasn't a SmackDown tag match to invade, so that means they wouldn't have been on WrestleMania. But they kind of need a legendary team like that will boost ratings to come back, and there's not. I don't think there's any anymore. Dudleys are gone. Devon's retired. Bubba Ray's in ROH. So who can draw? Not really many. Edge and Christian are injured and retired.
There ain't many.
Yeah, exactly. I'm drawing blanks because I can't think. So, yeah. But I will be looking forward to. Hopefully, Shinsuke comes on. I don't care whatever show he goes on. He's gonna make it better because Shinsuke, and he can do anything.
I'm hoping he goes to SmackDown.
Oh yeah, he said he wants to go to SmackDown, so I think he probably will. But the only reason why I want to see him on Raw, so I don't have to wait a day. It's probably me being selfish, but yeah. So I'm looking forward to both shows. But anyway, the next match, John Cena and Nikki Bella defeat the Miz and Maurice in 9 minutes 40, and then John Cena proposed to Nikki Bella. Wasn't this written in the stars already?
Yeah. Everyone predicted it. Everyone.
Yeah. And are they actually getting married though? That's the only thing that come out of it for me. It's like all the matches are they actually getting married? Are they actually going to get married? Because I know John Cena actually doesn't want to get married when his actual wife either cheated on him or something happened and that separation scarred him. So I don't know, but yeah, I didn't like this at all. That's just me, my bias. Hating John Cena, all of them, except for Malice. So, yeah.
See, I'm a fan of The Miz. I like The Miz. I don't mind.
Yeah, his promos are alright, but his wrestling is... I'm like Daniel Bryan, his wrestling's not good enough. I like my wrestling, damn it. Next match was Seth Rollins defeating Triple H in a non-sanctioned match, going 25 minutes and a half. I thought it was decent. I thought the entrances were much better than the actual match, to be honest. But Triple H coming out on a motorcycle, doing all the Undertaker-like stuff. See, I noticed. So with the American Badass gimmick. So, and Seth Rollins coming out with a fire torch. I thought, what is he going to set alight? This is dangerous. But no, I thought the match was decent. It was good spots. Stephanie going through a table.
That was good. I enjoyed that one.
Yeah, well, obviously, because it's women getting hurt by men, and that's a no-no in the WWE. So when it happens at WrestleMania, it's good. It's good. So yeah, I enjoyed it. I think the right person went over. Shame that Balor didn't come out. Shame that Joe didn't come out at all. Would like to see Balor on the main stage at WrestleMania. Just guess we're gonna have to wait another year. He probably might even be drafted to SmackDown at that point. I think. But yeah, decent. So I can't really have any. I don't have any problems. I don't think you do either.
No, I did enjoy the match. It was a pretty good match.
Yeah.
Yeah, no problems really, except from, as you say, Joe and Balor, they didn't come out. I was expecting at least one of them to come out.
Yeah.
Would have been pretty cool to see, but we'll have to wait and see for Raw. See what happens.
Exactly my point. So next match, Randy Orton defeated Bray Wyatt for the WWE Championship in 10 minutes and a half. I thought this was the wrong decision.
Definitely. Wanted Wyatt to retain.
Oh, definitely.
Don't get me wrong. It's kind of good to see Orton with a championship, as it has been a while. But wrong decision. Completely the wrong decision. They should have had Wyatt win. One thing I really did enjoy during the match. What the hell was all that in the ring?
Exactly, that's just what I was going to touch on. The projection thing, whatever they did, that was brilliant. They did it with Naomi's entrance as well when the SmackDown Women's match, which we'll obviously talk about later on. But, yeah, however they did that, because normally, WrestleMania is normally the debut of new technology for WWE. So the Raw after before Mania was the debut of the LED set, and then the WrestleMania after that, which was 32, was the debut of the double LED display, and then, well, no, actually, SummerSlam was the debut of the turnbuckles having LEDs on them, but that's the exception. But yeah, so new technology was obviously brought in again. So I've done projection technology with WWF logos in the ring. That's different. This is full blown imagery and I did like it. It was creepy. Seeing all the maggots on the floor.
It was the way that it was done that made me go, whoa.
Yeah.
I hope they keep doing it because it was amazing.
Yeah, imagine AJ's P1 logo when he goes like that in the ring, and then holds up the P1 sign in his gloves, and then it all lights up or something.
Yeah,
that's what they need to do. That SmackDown, Shane or Daniel Bryan, if you're listening, do that, please. But yeah, I didn't like the decision. The way the match was done was okay. It's kind of made me think they want Randy to try a singles record as well. Because they keep mentioning, he's only 3 people above Randy Orton in title reigns. So, they're going to make him have a higher title reign. So everyone could beat Ric Flair. So Ric Flair's just a little person on the corner. So I was 16-time champion, but then I got beat. You know? Which is more than a 16-time champ WWE. I always keep saying it, but people don't want to listen. So yeah, no, I didn't like. It just set me the wrong way. But anyway, next match was
the wrong.
Yeah, definitely. The next match was Brock Lesnar, obviously with God, defeating Goldberg by decision for the Universal title in 4 minutes 45. I thought it was a decent match. I think I would have liked Brock have more offense because it was kind of even, which is wrong because Goldberg's already won 2. So, but the right decision with the person who won the belt. I think Brock Lesnar should have won, and he did. So
definitely agree. And Paul Heyman has said that they will be showing up more with this Universal title compared to what they did with the WWE Championship run. So
we could see him at Payback. That's the next pay-per-view. April 30th. I think it's in California. I'm not too sure. It's definitely not in Chicago. Which apparently I've just heard that NXT TakeOver will be taking place in Chicago before Backlash.
It's the night before Backlash.
Yeah, so that would be brilliant. Hopefully it's all in the Allstate Arena, because obviously the Allstate Arena crowd was always awesome. Even though stop chanting for CM Punk, he's never coming back. Well, I don't think so anyway. That's just my opinion. But yeah, again, I like this match. Not many people did, but, you know, because it was a squash match, effectively. So, yeah, anyway. The second final match was Naomi defeating 5 other women's wrestlers. So, you got Becky Lynch, Alexa Bliss, who was the champion, Carmella, with James Freak, Mickie James and Natalya. Out of them, Naomi, I would have liked to see Mickie James win it, because I'm more of I like the older talent more. I shouldn't really, except for AJ Styles. But, yeah, I would have preferred to see Mickie James win. But Naomi, hometown, made sense. 5 minutes 35, by the way. So it's quite a short match for a 6-pack challenge, but I guess they wanted it over and done with quick for the main event.
It seemed very rushed.
Yeah. But at least he's putting second to last. I guess that's normally the piss break match before the main event, though. So kind of still calling the woman the piss break. She's not really that good, but, you know. Anyway. So before the main event starts, which we now know is Roman Reigns versus The Undertaker. But before that could even happen, Boomer Sooner hits the fight music for Oklahoma Sooners. JR is back on commentary. Plus. I'm glad he signed a 2-year deal with the Fed for sporadic appearances. Needed to happen. Hope he gets switched brands as well. Hopefully he can commentate AJ Styles match. Also even a Balor match as well. I would like to, maybe the 2 crossover at SummerSlam. Idea WWE. So, yeah, what was your opinion on JR calling the match?
Absolutely loved it. He's one of my personal favourites of all time, so...
Definitely. Go on.
It's always good to see him back on the commentary table.
Yeah,
I will tell you something, though.
Mm-hmm.
Isn't this the first WrestleMania without Howard Finkel?
Yes. The WrestleMania streak is broken, I'm sad. 32 WrestleManias, and it all come to an end yesterday. Well, whenever you're watching this on April 2nd or whenever it was. April 3rd for us, because we had to stay up till midnight and whatever, but, yeah. I was sad, because I love Howard Finkel.
Yes, I do.
So, but JR coming back, awesome. 2-year deal with the Fed. I don't know how that affects his deal with New Japan. He might have to not do that anymore. That'd be sad, though, because that's what he's been doing for about a year and a half, 2 years. So, on Access TV. But I would prefer him to see him in the Fed, because we don't get that show, because we don't have Access TV. But we need New Japan Pro Wrestling on some channel. Challenge pick it up, or maybe even Spike pick it up. I don't know. We need to see more indie wrestling on UK television, damn it. So, yeah, Roman Reigns, the main event. Unfortunately, for us, all wrestling fans, sobbed at this moment. Hayden, more than others probably, defeated The Undertaker in a 23-minute match, dead. In what was surprisingly announced at the beginning, WrestleMania 17 style, because it was 16 years prior to this, as an no holds barred. So, what was your reaction to that when they said that? When they said it was no holds barred?
Some shit's going down, basically.
Mm-hmm.
I knew chairs abused, and I did think of the finish basically being Taker goes for a chair shot, and Roman ducks it to connect a spear. Obviously, it didn't end that way, but that was my original thought.
Yeah. So, finish aside, and who won or lost aside, what did you think of the match overall?
Sorry, I'm getting emotional already.
No, it's completely fine.
I thought it was a decent match. We all knew Reigns had to carry the match.
Mm-hmm.
We all know about Taker, his hip, and his other health problems with his back and all sorts.
Yeah.
He looked in bad condition.
Yeah.
And that was concerning. So, as soon as I saw Taker, I thought, Reigns is going to have to carry this. He does not look good. And he basically did. What disappointed me, there was two major things.
Yeah.
One was Reigns not being able to get Taker up for the tombstone.
Yeah.
Because Taker was dead weight. He could not basically do it.
Yeah.
And second one was really concerning. When he went to sit up and just fell back down.
Yeah. He was fucked. I think he was fucked in mid-match, I think. Not saying that, you know, Undertaker definitely did go through with everything. But I thought, I saw him and thought, he's fucked. It's like when, well, can't say Old Yeller because no one's going to shoot the Undertaker, but you know what I mean. Like when, say an older person goes, oh, I don't feel it anymore. Can you please put me down for a pin count? Say like that match was, but someone goes, no, we'll find something else for you, and then just punches you to death. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I did the really, really stupid mistake earlier of watching the match over again.
Yeah.
And I turned it up full blast.
Mm-hmm.
And at least on 3 different occasions can you hear Roman Reigns saying, "Are you sure you don't want to change the outcome?"
Oh, wow. So Roman Reigns, like, this was totally either his or both Vince's and his decision, meaning Taker's. That's mad.
But Reigns did not want to do it. You could tell. Even when all the pyro was going off after Reigns won, and he put his, like, hands up in the air, you could tell he was pissed. He did not want to do it.
It's kind of like Shawn Michaels when Ric Flair... I know sort of that "Sorry I Love You" spot was planned, but you know there was genuine things in that he didn't want to retire Ric Flair. An H-boy that was going 30-odd years, like, you know, never could miss a beat, you know?
Anyone in the business has to respect The Undertaker, and you can tell Roman Reigns did not want to do it.
No. But he did it because he respects what he asked. Which any old person... And he was the leader of the locker room. Obviously, the stories of him being the judge on Wrestler's Court does scare you a bit if you're a wrestler thinking, oh shit, I'm going to be judged by him. You know, the oldest person in the locker room and the most knowledgeable about this business. And also his friends, like, proper hug. And go down to your friends for dinner, friends with Vince. You know. So if Taker doesn't like a booking decision, he can change it. He's the only one that can change it. Maybe, I'm hearing that Hardy's might have a little bit of creative control as well, but Undertaker was one of the only ones that had full creative control. Like, everything. In the late years of his career. So...
Even when he delivered the last ride, you could tell there was no effort put into it. He was gone.
Yeah. Yeah.
And it upset me. And then after the match, once Reigns went backstage into the gorilla position, basically, and all that business in the ring went down. Yeah. Jesus Christ.
Now that was emotional for me. Cause, like, a career that I've seen, well, I saw a little bit of the Ministry Undertaker when I was growing up. Then obviously American Badass was Kid Rock music and then Limp Bizkit. I prefer the Kid Rock music, but don't kill me, wrestling fans. And then obviously back to the Dead Man gimmick for all this time. You know, it's just sad to see him go, definitely, as a fan of wrestling for so long.
He changed pro wrestling. There has never been someone like The Undertaker, and there never will be.
And to think, he was in WCW before coming to the WWF, and never got over. And then this gimmick that everyone thought, this will last only a couple of months, has lasted 27 years.
Exactly.
Well, with a few gimmick changes here and there, but the Undertaker name itself has lasted for 27 years. for something people, the Fed thought, it lasts a month or two, maybe. But no, it genuinely transcended the test of time, and none other but applause can be handed to him, and he's well deserved. I think if you're getting surgery, you should get everything done, like not just hip. If your knee's hurting, you get that done, ankles, whatever, because he's been wrestling. Go on.
At the end of the day, this is how Taker wanted to go out.
Mm-hmm.
So, firstly, you've got to respect that decision from him.
Of course.
Instead of, I've seen death threats sent to Reigns today.
Yeah, that's I still don't like Reigns for his character. His in-ring thing, I know I say fuck Roman Reigns, but fuck Roman Reigns a character. Roman Reigns a performer, I don't mind. His moveset is a bit bland for my liking, because I like the high-flying, high-octane stuff. But
he's talented in the ring.
Yeah.
And I get it.
Exactly.
It's the way that he's booked. The hate shouldn't be thrown on Reigns. In other predicaments, it should be thrown on creative. Now, I'm not saying in this predicament throw it on Undertaker, because that's not it.
No.
What people need to realise is this is the way the Undertaker wanted to go out. He sees potential in Roman Reigns. He knows Roman Reigns is the future of the company. And if this is the way Taker wants to go out, you've got to respect that decision at the end of the day.
I think it wasn't all Taker's decision. Why I say that is because Vince is the one that's really pushing this push. Because Triple H is saying, well, isn't Roman Reigns already a heel? Which I know other people and me myself, that's gotten us hot and pissed. So, sorry, excuse me. So, is he heel as your face after this? Like, he can't surely go back to the happy-go-lucky, oh, I'm not a good guy, I'm not a bad guy, I run this show and I'm the guy. No. Like, he's surely got to go full-blown heel after this. But he won't.
Exactly. And I think, because we're recording this before Raw, just before Raw starts,
yeah.
I think tonight, there is many, many ways that they can go on this Taker situation.
Yeah.
They could have the gear just in the middle of the ring, as they ended WrestleMania. They could have all the superstars out on the ramp while Thank You Taker chants are going on. They could have Reigns basically coming out and doing his own thing all about Taker and doing the heel turn in the process. They could have a farewell speech by Taker. There is so many ways it could go. They just need to do something tonight. But if Taker is somehow there, they need to make Reigns spear him and do the heel turn.
Yeah. I've got a suspicion he's not going to be there.
Yeah, so do I.
I think what's likely going to happen is they'll put it exactly how Taker put it when WrestleMania went off the air. Because if you see the pictures, I know you've probably seen them because you've seen them all. But they left the gear in the ring literally only an hour after the show ended. So if they put that image and then fade to black, and then a video package, a Thank You Taker video package comes up, and then if we're lucky, then Taker comes out and says a few words in Mark Calloway and not Undertaker.
Yeah, that's what I wanted.
Yeah, that's what I would like. But knowing Mark Calloway or the Undertaker, whatever, I think he's going to stay off. But
I mean, it must get to Mark Calloway, though.
Yeah.
It's got to. You know, he's been this character for 27 years.
And he got offers. And he got offers from WCW to defect. So, you know.
27 years is a long time.
Yeah.
I'm 17. You know.
Well, and
he's been.
Oh, go on.
He's been this character for such a long time. 10 years older than me, basically. And, you know, I'm not saying, I only know these past 17 years. Hell no, I've been studying tapes on him for ages, really.
Well, yeah, you've got the network now as well, so it's more easier accessible as well.
Exactly. But Taker was the one that got me hooked into wrestling. I was, 2, 3 rounds of my uncles, and Taker came on the screen. He got me hooked.
Yeah.
Taker is the one that got me training, and I basically said, if he can do it at his age, why not start out young? I can do this.
Yeah.
And he's not only a character, but he's my childhood hero, he's my inspiration, he's my idol. So last night, especially the ending, Jesus Christ, I was sobbing on the floor.
Oh, yeah. No, it was definitely emotional because me, again, the same thing. Obviously, my favourite wrestler wasn't Undertaker to start with. It was more like, again, like the high-flying stars, to say Eddie, Dean Malenko, the guy who should not be mentioned, but we know who his name is. I liked Perry Saturn for a little while, but then he was given that mock gimmick. And now, yeah, Perry's go back to Perry Saturn because he's fucking fucked up. His brain's done. But, yeah. But when Taker was coming out, say, as the American Badass, like 2002-ish, so when he was turning heel to face, I think it was Ric Flair, is when I kind of got more accommodated. I've seen him, obviously, but, you know, as a kid, obviously, you'd be scared of that because it was the Ministry and stuff like that. I think it was corporate Ministry when I first remember. So, that gimmick was... it was me all along, Austin. So, no, Taker, again, legend, definitely needs to be inducted into the Hall of Fame. I don't even mind if they announce it tonight. I think they might.
Do you?
Yeah, to sell to get like advanced ticket sales or something. Use code Taker to get, you know, tickets early or something. But no, I will be hopefully going to. Well, I'm going to say definitely in this video. If it changes, there will be a link, a thing in the description saying I'm not going or not. I don't know. But if I am going, I'm definitely going to Hall of Fame.
Oh, definitely.
So I'm going to go to everything.
I'm thankful for the experience I had with Taker because it was on a Raw or SmackDown, basically. I was there live and Cena announced Taker as his partner. So I'm so thankful that I got to see him. Because he came out on the ramp and went back. It was only about 10 seconds. But at the end of the day, I've seen my all-time favourite.
Yeah, I can't say that I have seen Taker. But I might have done... I'll have to look at the results, but I don't think I did. Of the first WWE show I went to. But no. Again, I can't wait to see what... Because I think Mark Calloway, if he wants to get a trainer's job in the Performance Centre, if he still wants to pursue like wrestling as sort of like a pastime training job, so he can still use his insight. So
yeah, more of a coach where he doesn't have to wrestle, sort of thing.
Yeah, simple lockups would be fine, but not full blown bumps.
Oh, definitely. Because at the end of the day, what people have got to realise is not only is this the way that he wants to go out, but he's got a family at home to look after, and he's got to look after himself when it comes to health. He's put off surgery for many years.
Oh yeah.
To give us his entertainment.
Yeah.
And if that isn't dedicating yourself to the company and putting your own body on the line and putting off surgery, I don't know what else you can do. Yeah,
and to finish off this video, I'll say, again, thank you, Undertaker, for all the memories you've given us over the years in the WWF, even WCW, if you Mark Callius or whatever it was. I'm saying it wrong, I know, but I didn't watch WCW ever, so, until recently. But, and then, obviously, Undertaker throughout the years, you know, and WrestleMania as overall, getting it back to the topic, really, the main one. WrestleMania was decent. If I had to give it a rating, I don't normally do ratings on my channel if I ever do a review, but I'll do it for today. I'll give it a 7.9. Yes, very specific, I know. Specific. God.
I'll go a bit higher. And I'd probably go for 8.4.
Decent.
8.5-ish.
Decent. Well, The only thing that destroyed it for me really is John Cena match. The finish of Randy Orton versus Bray, the fact that Randy won, that kind of did it for me. The retirement of Undertaker kind of knocked it down because I just wanted him just to walk out like, and then the kissing his wife thing was good, but I'm kind of not a fan of breaking kayfabe. That's just me.
I think at the end of the day, they didn't want to end it on Reigns, so they ended Mania the perfect way in my eyes.
No, I didn't say I don't want Reigns to, that's definitely not the case. I didn't want Reigns to end it at all. But I didn't want kind of Undertaker going out in the fireworks either. Like, I wanted it to be subtle, but powerful. Do you know what I mean? Yeah. That's not all razzmatazz. It's not all lights and shiny bright things. It's just Undertaker doing the back look, doing the thing, and then the lighting at the back, and then him going down. Or none of the fireworks.
Would you have preferred him to do what happened yesterday, or basically what you've just described, and then a speech tonight?
Probably the speech tonight, the second one.
Okay.
Because then you get to see Taker again, obviously, which everyone wants to. Yeah. Maybe do the fireworks on Raw, maybe. Like, to give that maybe a bit more bit special, because it's a Raw, not on WrestleMania. But the fireworks kind of gave it away to me, the fact that he wasn't coming back to Raw. So, yeah.
I mean, I don't think he'll turn up, but they've got to do something.
Oh, yeah. Do I think it's going to begin the show tonight? Or whenever you're watching this? No. I think it's going to be in the middle of the show, when stuff's already happened, and I think they're going to try and make people forget Undertaker as quick as possible. I know that sounds bad, but they want more people to focus on the newer stars, which is not right.
They'll probably do like an NXT call-up at the beginning or something, and Hardy's come out and just do all the crazy business first. And
I kind of want them really to save it till the end. I don't know why. It's kind of like, oh, fuck, there's not going to do anything, and then bong, and like, whoa! And then maybe Taker come out, or then the stuff shows up in the ring, and then a video package, and then it goes to the Raw Wrestling Entertainment Inc. copyright symbol, you know what I mean? Like, yeah, that's what I would like. Seeing people like going, oh, fucking hate this Raw because of Undertaker not being mentioned, but then bong, oh yes, brilliant. They're saving it to the end. They want us to be hooked to look. It's like they want us to look forward to it. Do you know what I mean?
And that's what they need to do. Save it till the end. Because I'm hooked tonight for the Hardys and Taker to see what they do with Taker.
I went on NXT call-ups as well.
Oh yeah, obviously. But obviously, Taker's my all-time favourite, as I've already said.
Yeah, of course.
Times. So.
Now here's a question. I'm sorry, go on.
Is one of the main reasons, except from the Hardys and the call-ups, why I'm tuning in.
Yeah. Well, everyone, to be honest, also a little bit of everyone is tuning in just because it's a Raw after WrestleMania. Anything can happen, they say. But here's a question before we wrap up. This is definitely the final question, because we've gone on for nearly an hour now. That's probably the Undertaker, but that's good, because I don't mind talking about it. But do you think, this is the same question, but different sort of change, do you think they'll pay tribute with him on SmackDown as well? If they...
Yeah. Yeah.
Because he was mainly a SmackDown guy, so...
That's what I was thinking. Like, recently, he's been the Raw guy with, like, the storyline with Reigns and stuff.
Yeah.
So, they've got to pay tribute tonight. But for most of his career, he was on SmackDown.
Yeah.
He was a SmackDown guy. So, I think they'll do something on both.
Yeah. Well, I hope they do. I hope they pay tribute in some way. Again, like I like the fact that Jim Ross called the match last night, and I hope he's here for another 2 years, sporadic appearances. And Undertaker going out the way he did was cool. I would have preferred it better, but obviously Hayden disagrees, which is fine. Because every wrestling fan can disagree, as long as it doesn't end up in an argument or a fist fight. That's it.
Exactly.
So, here we go, guys. That's it for your WrestleMania 33 review. We'll be back next year, probably with a video review of us together. Hopefully with Steve involved as well. So that'd be awesome. Don't forget to drop a like if you enjoyed it. Subscribe to Town Nation's channel. Link be in the description. You're probably already subscribed anyway. But if you're not, in a rare chance you fucking should be, links in the description. Go and like the WrestleMania review he'd probably do on his channel as well. And yeah, that's it. Hope to see you all in the next video. And peace.